Hey, welcome back to Sevtech, where in the last video, we made this personal nanobot beacon, which just gives us a ton of really nifty buffs, constantly. Shipping this has power, which is a bit of a problem. I'll get onto that. I've been busy between videos. I've left the Void Miner running for a long time now, so I have a ton of Chironite, possibly enough to get a tier 3 Void Miner? I'm not sure. And I've also been working on some things up here. You might remember we started working on the dome last video. Well, I finished it, and it looks really cool. I've also moved all of the solar panels at the top, and you can't really tell that they're there from the bottom. They kind of just blend in, maybe because you're seeing the underside. I've also added these airlocks just as a way to get back out. And this place looks really cool now from afar. The dome really just takes over the image of the whole place, but it still looks really cool. But now that there's so much stuff here, yeah, you can already see it. It's nighttime right now, so I'm not getting any power. So the whole place just kind of doesn't work anymore at night because I'm generating slightly less than what I actually consume. So then I don't end up storing anything. Everything's already running kind of slowly. And it just doesn't work half the time. And I think that's in part due to the personal beacon, because that's taking 768 FV per tick. And I previously had 4 speed modifiers in the Void Miner, and that was draining way too much power. Even now, at 920 with only a single speed upgrade, it's still draining too much power. And I don't think removing that last modifier would really fix that. So I desperately need more power generation. And I mentioned it at the end of last video that environmental tech offers that. And I've been looking through some of the more specific numbers about it, and a single tier 1 solar array produces pretty much equal amounts of energy as all of my existing solar panels. And they're not that cheap to get. The structure size is 5x2x5. It takes, I've got the numbers on the side, 16 structure frames and 9 solar cells, so really small, really cheap. I could easily get like 4 of these and pentuple my power supply. But that still doesn't solve the problem that I don't have power at night. So while this is good to supply my power, I'll need like twice as much as I need so I can store it in the battery overnight. And I'll probably need more power in the battery too. Like, this is just a never-ending problem. It'll partially be solved when I eventually upgrade to hybrid solar panels, but we need to get magnesium for that, and that's gonna take a long time, and I've already explained all of this. So I think the first thing I'll do in this video is I'm gonna get those solar arrays. Ooh, before I leave, I need to grab the stuff that I need for this. I think I'll make 4 tier 1s. I'll just get 4 stacks of litherite and see how much that makes for me. Okay, so I'm going to need 4 solar array controllers. They only take 4 litherite blocks? And the lapis blocks? Nah, I'll have to take them to the press. How much lapis do I have here? Oh, plenty. If I'm going to make 4 of these, I'm going to need 16 lapis blocks and 16 litherite blocks. That's going to take up most of my stuff. There's the 16 litherite blocks. And that should make the lapis. And I've got a bit less than 2 stacks of litherite to make the rest of this. So each controller that does take a solar cell, I can do it with litherite. Each solar cell is a little expensive. I'm going to need a lot of interconnects for this. How many can I make? 38. That might be enough for 2 structures, but I'm going to need more. And I don't have enough sand to make more. Good thing I've been crushing up a ton of slag to make a ton of sand. I'll just make another stack of concrete. I'm going to run out of connectors, but that'll be enough interconnects for now. Let's see how far I can go. Ooh, and I need these photovoltaic cells. How many of them am I going to need? If I'm making 4 of these, 9 solar cells in each, 36 solar cells, 36 times 4, I'll just make 2 stacks. I can't afford that. Good thing the Void Miner gets quartz. And I don't have enough lapis. But I think that might be enough. Wait, no. I'm gonna need a little bit more than 2 stacks. Oh well. I don't have enough interconnects anyway. So how many of these can I make? Actually, I'm gonna need 10 per solar array, because I need another one for the controller. I can make 3? Ah, I'm close. And I run out of litherite at the same time. Okay. Well, I'll make the 4 controllers, and I have enough here for 3 of the structures. I don't know if I can make the structure frames anymore, because I don't have the litherite. I can just craft more litherite, but I may as well just take the rest of what I've got. And I'll take a ton of lapis too. Actually, I've only got 22 litherite crystals, and I need 32 to make enough structure frames for a single structure. I really need a lot more litherite. I can probably craft some more. Just need more dyes. How much litherite can I make now? 56, and I ran out of flint. I might have enough to make the 3 structures now. How much can I get? I don't have enough interconnects. There we go. 38 more. That'll be fine. I can't quite get enough for a 3rd. Well, I can lay these out anyway, and maybe by the end of the video I can come back and finish them. Hopefully I have enough litherite by then. I will just try and make a bit more litherite. There we go, that's enough for 3. Do I push it for the last couple solar panels? I think I do. Solar cells, rather. I think I need 36? Yeah. So it's just the structure frames I'm missing. Oh, and modifiers. I need 4 per structure. I can afford enough for 3 of the structures. I'll just build 3 of them and come back later. So, where do I want to put these? I'm thinking somewhere along these edges. And I can always move the cable. Yeah, I think I put them here. So the structure is reasonably simple. I just need the controller in the middle, 4 modifiers surrounding it, then a 3x3 of solar cells surrounded by the structure frames. And I think that's one of them. It's not assembled. Oh, I've put the modifiers in the wrong spot. They are diagonally. There we go. Assembled true. And it's not generating anything because there is no sun. So I'll just put the rest of these in place then. There's a second one. And there's a third one. And they're starting to generate. Well, these are going to be very helpful. And hopefully that's enough power generation to keep me running at least full power during the day. And hopefully I'll have enough litherite by the time I'm done with the rest of this video that I can make the 4th one. Okay, that was a bit of a detour. But I think it's time that I move on with the part that I meant to do. So, I talked about the thermal cloth in the last video. Well, I have a lot of wool now, and hopefully enough thermal cloth. Oh, I forget what the maths was, but I need 24 of the tier 3 thermal cloth, and each one takes 5 regular thermal cloth. I'll just make as much as I can and see what happens. Oh, that is 2.5 stacks of thermal cloth. That should be enough. And I do have the compressed dash as well. Does this not... Why doesn't this stack? Before I make too much of it. Aha! I don't need... No, I still need 24 of it. I just need a bit more compressed dash as well. That should be enough thermal cloth. Then just make a bit more compressed dash. And I should be able to make the full set. So then I should be able to go to mercury now. And what I learnt from doing the dash mining is that as long as I just bring with me a ton of torches, I should be able to explore the caves really easily and get the ore very quickly. I hope that's how I get carbon. And then if I just bring a battery and the fuel loader, I shouldn't need to bring the rest of the infrastructure. And that should be all I need to go to the moon. Not the moon. Mercury. So I've already been back to Mars to grab some of the stuff that I need. I think I just need to bring a fuel loader with me, because I've already got the fuel in the backpack. I've got the battery that should be able to power it long enough. I think this is all I need. I think I can go to Mercury. Just like before, I'll make another backup, and I should be good to just go. I wonder, is this when I finally upgrade to tier 2? No, that needs titanium. Where do I get titanium? I don't know where I find titanium. I think I'll quickly look it up, just in case I do actually need it. Apparently it's on the asteroids. I guess that's why you would go to them. It doesn't say it, but that's where you find titanium. So I need it for the tier 4 rocket, so Jupiter itself will need titanium. But Mercury, I don't need that yet. So, let's do it. So, Mercury, let's do it. Ooh, I've got a new lander. That's cool. Whoa, I've just looked up and I am very close to the sun. I should not be seeing Earth as big as that. Here we are. And Mercury has very weird looking generation. So I'll just grab the rocket back. I have too much fuel across all my canisters, so I might be leaving a bit behind. I'll just set this going, fueling the ship. I may as well empty all of my fuel canisters, then I can take a bit more. I hope the battery has enough in it to be able to fully fuel this. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, Mercury has exceptionally weird generation. I didn't know you could get floating bits like this. Well, I guess I need to quickly explore here before I run out of oxygen. I'm looking for carbon. I also want to check out some of these weird things. Ooh, solid meteoric iron. Oh, I can probably, yeah. That's gonna be like all of my meteoric iron for now. Right, where are the caves? I'm finding some places. This place seems promising. Yeah, this place is going deep. Nope, dead end. I'm guessing, like Dash, carbon's going to be very deep, so I need to find caves that are very deep down. But none of them seem to lead anywhere, they're just big circles. Ooh, this looks promising. There's some ores around here. Carbon! Nice. And I get it in ore form, so I can probably do some doubling shenanigans. Ooh, this cave goes real deep. Here's some more carbon. I'm not going to find it in terribly big veins, although that vein was 8. Yeah, it's much more common down here. Just like on Mars, I'm basically just going to mine until I start running out of oxygen. Or I run out of torches. I think I might have explored the extent of this cave. I'm not finding any places that I haven't already lit up. Well, 42 carbon is pretty good. But I can still get more, if I can find my way out of here. Here we go, here's the exit. Now to find another cave. I think I found one. Ooh, nearly a dead end. Okay, this goes deep enough to hit bedrock. This should be my best odds of finding carbon. There we go, there's a stack of carbon, and I'm almost halfway through my oxygen. And there's a second stack of carbon, and I'm starting to run out of torches. So I think I'll explore a little bit more, and then I'll just try and make my way back. Okay, I've just about run out of torches, but I also think I've run out of cave to explore. So I'm gonna try and get my way back. Might be a little bit here. Yeah, a little bit more carbon. I'm not going that far. Okay, I think it's time that I go back to the surface. And with how big this cave is, you can kind of see on the mini-map how sprawling this is. I have no idea how to get out of here. So I'm just going to do the noob way and tunnel myself. And I'm breaking into more cave. And there's some torches around here too. But I'm just going to keep going. Ah, surface. Right, time to go home. Oh, hang on. Is that? That's just a meteor. It's not a slimeling. Ooh, and there's infected water. I don't want to touch that. I think I've got what I need from here. I got a lot of carbon. Why is this lander still shooting out exhaust? It doesn't even have fuel in it. Oh god, it can still set me on fire. Has this lander not properly landed? I don't know. Well, the rocket's ready to go. Let's go home. I've spent enough time on Mercury. I don't know if I'm going to be back here. Maybe. Depends if I need more carbon. But I do have about 2.5 stacks of it. Back home. Okay. Well, now that I've got the carbon, can I make the tier 4 rocket? What do I need for this? Oh, I need to find mercury. I forgot. I wasn't looking for mercury ore. Oh, I'm going to have to go back then. I need a lot more mercury than I need carbon. Okay. Well, I still need to refill my oxygen tanks anyway. So while I'm here, how do I process the carbon? I can just stick it in the arc furnace. Oh, if I crush it, it gives me coal dust. And coal dust does not make carbon. So I guess the only way to process it is arc furnace. No ore doubling for me, but it doesn't seem like I need much of it anyway. Okay, that is quite a lot of carbon. I don't know if I'm going to need that much. I'm just going to store it in here. So, tanks are full. Ship is fueled. Back to Mercury. Oh, right, there's the problem where you can't access the other lander when they land on top of each other like this. Good thing I've got some spare fuel, and breaking it is enough to get the rocket and the launch pad. So that should be enough to get me home. Ah, I forgot to bring more torches. If I just go back to the caves that I explored last time, I should be fine. So, what does mercury ore look like? This. Very white. But mercury tin ore looks very similar, so it's not the most distinguishable from a distance. I think mercury is very slightly brighter. And I'm noticing mercury ore is a lot more common than carbon. And it tends to come in larger veins as well. That wasn't the best example, it was only one. Okay, I think I've explored this cave now. Time to find that second cave. Here it is. Well, I've got a stack of mercury already. Let's see how much more I can get. And maybe a bit of carbon along the way. Okay, I've been running around here for a while now, and all I'm finding is tin. There's definitely more mercury in this cave, but out of the places with torches in them, I don't know if I can find any more. Yeah, no, there's still a little bit in a couple areas that I haven't checked, but I'm running out of cave again. I think I might be able to scrape together enough to finish the second stack. Okay, a little bit more than 2 stacks. I think that's all I'm going to get. I'll have to come back with some more torches, but that's going to be it for now. I'm just going to dig my way out. There we go. Surface. Okay, I've got my stuff. Ship's loaded. Now we can go back home. Okay, I might not need the tier 3 rocket anymore. I'll still put it back. Actually, I'm going to have to go to the asteroids to get the titanium. But I can do that with a tier 4 rocket. So, what can I do now with the mercury? Again, just arc furnace. I'll also process some of the carbon too. Okay, I've processed enough of it now for me to be able to work with it. I'll let the rest of it keep going. So, I need a tier 4 rocket. And it says it's placed on a tier 2 launch pad. How do I get that? That's where the titanium comes in. And I'm going to need a ton of titanium for that. Because I'm going to need a ton of rocket launch pads. Well, I'll make what I need for the rocket anyway. Need some carbon. I think a stack of compressed carbon is enough. I can do the math for how much I actually need. So I need 1 per heavy-duty plate. And I need 34 heavy-duty plates. So that's 34 compressed carbon. Plus another 8 for the 2 tier 4 boosters. And I also noticed the rocket fins take titanium. So I have to go to the asteroids anyway. Well, I'll make up some of the compressed mercury. I'll need a little over 2 stacks of it. I'm going to have to make all of the tier 3 stuff as well. It starts getting really complicated to go down the line. Okay, I've gotten almost all the materials I need for the heavy-duty plates alone. I'm just waiting on bronze, and I don't think I'll wait for the whole thing to smelt, because I was just mass-producing the stuff for the tier 1 heavy-duty plates. So I'll just compress all of the bronze, and then I can make as many heavy-duty plates tier 1 as possible, which isn't even going to be enough. It might actually. Actually, yeah, it is enough. I get twice as much as I thought I was. I'm going to turn 37 of them into tier 2s, and then those into tier 3s, and then all of them into tier 4s. There. That should be all the heavy-duty plates I need. Now to make the rest of the things. So, I need a nose cone, I need an engine, I need 2 boosters, and then I just need, 8 titanium to make the fins? Yeah, before I do that, I'm going to get the schematic. So I need to make a map. There's a map. And I only need 6 Gs. So this should be real easy. Yep, it's taken it. And there's the schematic. Tier 4 unlocked. So, I guess I need to go explore the asteroids for titanium now. Let's see what I can do. So, asteroids. It doesn't say titanium. That might be what the ilmenite is. Let's see. Whoa. The asteroids look weird. Okay. I'll set up the launch pad. So, let's see. What's it going to take to explore here? I have the longsword, which is more or less flight. What's that over there? That looks like it's made out of tin. I can use the FOV to cheat. Yeah, that looks like tin decoration blocks. Let's see. It's attached to an asteroid. Yeah, tin wall. What is this? It has airlocks. Whoa. There's schematics here. Moon buggy. And a tier 2 rocket. And there's 3 different NASA workbenches here. I don't know what the hell this place is. But it's weird. This is almost like another player's space station. Well, I'm here to mine titanium. I wonder if I can find some inside the blocks. No dice. Unless it's just really rare. Also, due to the lack of spawning spaces, there are a lot of mobs in anything dark. I don't even know what to look for to try and find things around here. Could there be something inside of this ice? Whoa! There is something in here! There's grass? There's a ton of mobs, despite there being a lot of glowstone around here. Is there anything special in here? Anything under the dirt, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. I feel like there's a lot of hidden secrets in these asteroids. I think all of these ice places have the weird biodome in them. Also, I've noticed there's additional layers to this. Cryogenic chamber? Oh, no, get out of there. What the hell? There's a third layer here? I think this is as low as this place goes. I don't know what this weird place is. I'm just trying to find titanium. I might want to look into this and then come back some other time. Because I feel like I'm way out of my depth here. And I don't want to just start tunneling into the asteroids. Yeah, it's full enough. Let's go. Well, I might not be able to get the tier 4 rocket by the end of this video. I'm going to have to go back for titanium later. But there's still one more thing that I want to do. How much litherite do I have? 16 more structure frames. Yeah, one more solar panel. Now I've got all 4 of the tier 1s. And I realized that based on the way that I've been doing it, I have now separated them from the actual power generation. But I have an idea. I'm going to stick an energy cube there, and that is going to connect back. And if I do some iffy wiring, there, I can have, that needs to be output. All the energy from out there goes into this cube, which then goes into this cube, and then everything from that cube powers the rest of the place. Although based on what seems to be a bit of a bottleneck here, I don't know if that's the case. Well, eventually I'll upgrade it to be ultimate like this one, and I'll probably add a couple more of them around. But hopefully that fixes the energy problem for now, and maybe I'll be able to get the miner to run quicker again. But that was the last thing that I wanted to do in this video. The last thing I had planned to do was that titanium, but I don't see that happening in this recording. I'll look into it between videos, try again next time, and then hopefully I can maybe use that to explore Jupiter and finally upgrade... Oh no, I need to go to Saturn, not Jupiter, to be able to upgrade my solar panels. But maybe I don't need to bother with that anymore if I'm just doing the environmental tech ones. No, I still want the hybrid ones so that they can work at night. And there's still plenty of other things, notably mystical agriculture, that I can get from much later planets. Yeah, the planetary exploration is just a bit of a pain, but it's a necessary evil. Right, well, as I said, that's it for this video. That's quite a lot of progress. Explored Mercury, mined just about everything it had on offer, and I've almost got what I need to be able to go to Jupiter. I just need titanium, and we've got some solar panels on the space station. I'm not terribly sure what to do now, other than just continuing to upgrade the Void Miner and continuing to explore space, but I think I might give it another break episode before I continue space exploration, and I wonder what I can do in that time. I'll figure that out, but yeah, that's it for this video. Bye.